In this video I'm gonna show you how to create the dope animation with the envelope. This is pretty eye-catching, especially because of the colors, and at the same time this thing is an invitation for you to join my email list. I've literally encapsulated all my knowledge when it comes to video editing and content creation and put it in these 30 emails. Damn. So if you literally want to steal my knowledge, you can do it right now for free in the description below. Also in some of the emails there are some bonuses like assets, but I'm just saying, you know. So with that being said, I'm gonna take you straight to After Effects and show you how to create the dope envelope. Alright, so we're back in the software. The regular procedure is showing you the comp settings, and here we got the picture that I actually found on Pinterest, so we're gonna use it as an inspiration. By the way, Pinterest is literally the best place to find inspiration. Alright, so I'm gonna delete it, and we're just gonna proceed to creating a shape. I'm gonna probably grab the rectangle tool, and we're just gonna create something like that. I'm gonna recenter, and we're just gonna switch it from stroke to the solid, and I'm gonna right away change the color. We're gonna call it front, we're gonna duplicate, and I'm gonna rename it to back. So here in the front, I'm gonna head over to the properties, I'm gonna go to contents, rectangle, and I'm gonna click here, right click, go to convert to Bezier path, and that way we're gonna be able to actually add extra points. So for this I'm gonna hit G, and I'm gonna add 1 point over here. We're gonna do it like that, and 1 more over here, and we're just gonna try to make it even. I'm just gonna hit Ctrl R, and I'm gonna grab this and try to align it perfectly. It's roughly alright, we're gonna leave it like it is. I'm gonna hit Ctrl R again, and then as for this one, I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna head over to rectangle, and we're gonna convert to Bezier path. We can solo out that layer, and I'm gonna add 1 point over here. Now I'm just gonna bring it upwards. We could actually use a different color so we just can see what's going on. Alright, looks pretty good to me, to be honest, so I'm gonna leave it like it is. Next, I'm gonna head over here and we're gonna grab the rounded rectangle tool, and we kind of want to create a card. So something like that. I'm just gonna change the roundness of the corners, and I'm gonna recenter. We could actually use the colors from here, so all I'm gonna do is go to fill color, and we're gonna change it to linear gradient. I'm gonna drag that point over here, then the other one somehow like that, and we're just gonna change the colors. So I'm gonna click here, grab the picker, we're gonna pick this one, then just head over to the other color and do the same. Alright, we can delete it again. I feel like the roundness is a bit too intense, so we're just gonna do it like that. I'm gonna rename it to card, and let me just add some text. I'm gonna hit Ctrl T, and we're gonna type in your invite for 30 editing tips. Just gonna change the color to white, hit OK. We're gonna definitely change the font size and also the style, maybe something like regular or light. Let's recenter. And we again need to change the font size. A little adjustment. Alright, honestly something like that should do. Looks pretty cool already. I'm gonna pre-compose these two layers. Let's call it card plus text. And I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna add deep glow to this one. Let's play around with the settings. Also, let's fix the typo, invite. And I'm not sure if I like that font. Let's change it. I really like semi-bold. And I'll probably head over here, right click, go to layer styles, and we're just gonna add inner shadow. It's too intense though. Okay. Something like that should do, just to make it stand out a bit more. Then I'm gonna probably duplicate the front. I'm gonna make sure it's on top of the card, and here we actually need to play around with the points a bit. So I'm just gonna select this one, move it like that, then this one over here, just basically fill out the whole screen from this position. Okay, maybe like that. We'll see if it works. And then what we're gonna do is rename it to front cover, and let's go ahead and click modes. I'm gonna change the track matte in our card to front cover, and we're gonna invert it. And let me just drag it a bit lower. And what we need to do is basically create a movement for position in our card. So I'm gonna hit Alt Shift P, probably drag it a bit lower, and then we're gonna move forward, and let's play around with Y. Alright, let's select everything. I'm gonna easy ease, go to the graph editor, I'm gonna fit the graph, and what we want to do is create a peak on the left. And the thing I want to do is actually add drop shadow to the front, but I'm gonna put it above the card, and now we're ready to add the effect. And let's do the regular procedure, so opacity to 100%, then distance to 0, and softness to say 120, 130, should be fine. Yeah, it makes a bit of difference, which is pretty cool. Then just to make it more like an envelope, I'm gonna create a shape over here. So I'm gonna make sure to click on that corner, we're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna click on the left bottom corner. Little adjustment, and we need to change it to none, and then we're gonna change it to stroke. Make sure that the stroke width is like at 2. I'm gonna hit T and change the opacity to 50, maybe even less, like 20. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's rename it to line. I'm gonna duplicate, and we're gonna put it to the other side. I'm gonna right click, go to transform, and flip horizontal. Alright, so that way we got a pretty cool animation. The only thing I would do is probably just add an adjustment layer on top. Let's rename it to transform. I'm gonna add the effect. And now with scale, we're gonna zoom out. So make sure to create a keyframe, move it somewhere here, and then we're just gonna scale it up. Pretty cool, but the only thing I would do is just ease the keyframes. Let's go to the graph editor and move the pick to the left, like that. Pretty cool, and also let's alt click the position. I'm gonna type in wiggle, and in brackets probably like 1,10. The thing I would do is probably head over to the front, and I'm gonna add the effect called CC light sweep. Ooh, that's actually looking pretty cool. Let's just play around with the values a bit. We could use a color similar to this one. Oh, that's perfect. I'm just gonna keyframe center, hit U, move it to the beginning, or maybe you know what, we're gonna drag it somewhere here, and then we're just gonna make it pass by. Okay, let's move it here. Pretty cool. I would just probably ease the keyframes, go to the graph editor, and we're just gonna soften it out at the end. I'm just gonna turn on the motion blur. Alright, my soul of perfection is kicked in, so I'm just gonna do some fixes. I'm gonna head over to the card, and what I'm gonna do with this is probably change the font, actually the font style to light. Then I'm gonna get rid of the inner shadow effect. We're just gonna decrease the font size. I'm gonna recenter, put it somewhere here. And you know what? We're just gonna rotate the card. So I'm gonna hit R and change it to 180. Ooh, that might be better. Okay, that's perfect, but the thing is that we need to have that text lower, and let's just extend the transform a bit. That's really, really nice. So here we got the final effect, and at the same time, it's an invite for you to join my email list. So like I said, you'll find a lot of value in these emails, and if I were you, I would probably sign up. Not only for my knowledge, but also for some bonuses. So that being said, I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.